Numbers chapter 16, a man named Korah was disgruntled with Moses. He didn't like that Moses was the leader, that he was getting all the credit. He conspired with two other men to start a rebellion against Moses. They rounded up 250 people. He said in verse 3, Moses, you've gone too far. Everyone in Israel has been set apart for the Lord. What right do you have to act like you're better than all of us? He was questioning Moses' leadership and whether God had called him. The truth is, Korah was jealous of Moses. He had seen the favor on his life. He went to these other leaders and started sowing discord. Hey, Moses is not that hot. He's just trying to take all the credit. You should be up there. I should be up there. This is not right. There's nothing God dislikes any more than people that bring division. And if there's something you don't like about your job, your boss, your friends, your church, the right thing to do is to go to the people in charge and express your concern. The wrong thing to do is to talk bad behind their backs, stir up trouble, try to exaggerate things that you don't like, try to get other people on board. At some point, a Korah will come to you, badmouth the boss, complain about the company, talk about a friend they're jealous of. A sower of discord is not happy unless they contaminate others. Don't sit there inactive. You have to be bold and say, no thanks, this is not for me. Korah ended up talking 250 men into being discontent. I could understand if Moses was arrogant, domineering, rude, but he was just the opposite. The scripture says he was the most humble man in all the earth. He wasn't trying to take the credit. He said to Korah, you're not revolting against me, you're revolting against God. When people are jealous of you, they try to discredit you, make you look bad, you don't have to fight that battle. They may think they're coming against you. They don't realize they're coming against the God who put the blessing and favor on you. Moses told Korah that the next day God would show them who was in charge. He instructed Korah to bring the 250 leaders and they would meet. Verse 19 says that Korah stirred up the entire community against Moses. It's amazing how quickly disunity can spread. If you're not going to let that discord get in you, you have to go against the grain. The whole city turned against Moses. It all started because one man was disgruntled. The next morning, Moses went to Korah's tent. The two men that conspired with him lived next door. They were all standing outside with their families. Moses said in verse 28, by this you will know that the Lord has sent me to do the things I've done. While he was still speaking, the ground opened up. An earthquake swallowed those three men, all their families, their tents, their belongings, then closed back up. The 250 men that had joined the revolt, they took off running. I don't blame them. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning wiped them all out. God doesn't play around when it comes to stirring up trouble. Make sure you're not letting poison get in you. Disconnect from any discord. You have a destiny to fulfill. There's nothing the enemy would love any more than for you to go around discontent, distracted, mad at people, feeling shortchanged. And some of that may be valid. Maybe people hurt you. They did you wrong. But you have to let God be your vindicator. Let God fight your battles. If you're hanging around people that are sowing division, there's a good chance you're going to start bringing division. The problem is when you go to Korah's side, you step out of God's protection. God is against a troublemaker. He's against a sower of discord, a talebearer. And even if what you know is true, the right thing to do is to cover it, not going around stirring up more trouble.